Welcome back to a new Just Let Nick Handle It video. And before we get in, like, comment, and subscribe. And there will be a link below to my Sam Rami custom minifigure showcases for Spider-Man. And look at all these figures. 39 figures in this showcase. And we're going to get through them all today. And it is Showcase Wednesday. So without further ado, let's start off with the one and only Emo Peter Parker. First, we have Pizza Time Peter Parker. And I use the torso from Vern, black legs, black arms, tan hands, a pizza box from the Friend set, this cap, which you can get from the Friend set, and the head from Marty McFly, and that's Pizza Time Peter Parker. Next we have another meme Peter Parker. We have Emo Peter Parker. And the head is Marty McFly. The hair is from the barista from the Lego Movie collectible minifigures series. And the torso, arms, and hands are from Bruce Banner and dark blue legs. And that was a short tutorial on him. And here's the back face. But that's how you build Emo Peter Parker. Next we have my last Peter Parker, and I use the torso, arms, and hands from Beach Batman from the Lego Batman collectible minifigure series 2. Dark blue legs, the head flipped around from Harry Potter, from the Harry Potter sets, the hair from Agent Coulson. And this is when he gets bitten by the spider and he gets like abs. And there's the back face, a smile. And yeah, that's shirtless Peter Parker. Next we have Spider-Man, and the legs, arms, and hands are all from the 2017 Homecoming Spider-Man, with the torso and head from the 2004 set Spider-Man that came from Spider-Man 2. And he looks the same in all three movies. And if you didn't know, this is a showcase showing you everyone from all three Spider-Man movies. But he doesn't really change his outfit between those movies. Anyway, that's Spider-Man. Next we have the wrestling spider, or Spider-Man when he wrestles. And I use the torso from Spider-Man Homecoming sets, the head underneath from Marty McFly, because I use that for my other Peter Parker, so it fits nicely. And you slide this old ninja mask, which has the clip on the back, and you slide that over. And I think that looks good for a Pierce version of his mask. And the arms are just red arms and white hands, and the legs from Spider-Man from the 2019 or 2020 Lego Spider-Man sets. But that is the Fighting Spider. Next we have Spider-Man's version of the black suit, and this is not Venom. It's like Venom. I'll get to that. So the torso, arms, hands, and legs are all from the old Venom. Here's his face. But I switched the head out for this nice head with the nice detailing from, I think it's from the shield, like spider disguise from Far From Home, this set. And yeah, that's like the only way to build a purist version of the black Spider-Man minifigure. So yeah, that's him. Next we have Mary Jane Watson, and aka MJ, and this is my first of 3 MJs I made for this showcase. So the torso, arms, and hands are from Joyce Byers from Lego Stranger Things, the upside down set over there. And I think that makes for a really good version of her. So then you take black legs, just regular black legs, the hair from Black Widow, from any Black Widow that her hair looks like this, and the head is from the newer versions of Captain Marvel with that nice look on here and that look on there. And I think that makes for a great Mary Jane Watson from the first Spider-Man movie. Next we have Mary Jane Watson when the Goblin attacks the parade. So the torso flipped around is from Dumbledore, the tan arms and tan hands from Beach Batman, and the legs are from Iron Man from Infinity War or Endgame, and the hair is from Black Widow again, and the head is from Captain Marvel. The same head and hair I use for my other Mary Jane custom, but they're the same face and head, so why not change it? Next we have Mary Jane Watson from the Spider-Man 3, and I used the torso, arms, and hands from the carbon freezing chamber with Han Solo and all of that. And she has the legs from Wonder Woman from the 2019 DC sets that look like that. They just make for some nice red feet there. And the head from Captain Marvel from the 2020 sets. Wait, no, this head is from Claire Dearing from the Jurassic World sets, and the hair is from Aisha from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Next we have Harry Osborn, and I use the torso, arms from Lloyd, and tan hands, the head from Bruce Banner, the legs are from Owen Grady, the hair is from Spider-Man from, I think it's the Venice set, and it looks this nice hair there. Oh, it has some Play-Doh in there from when I put the Play-Doh on half of his face. So, you flip his head around and you can pretend it's the Avenge Me face. And, that's Harry Osborn. But if you want to make Harry Osborn from Spider-Man 3, you take the hair from Han Solo and you put that on, and that looks similar to Harry from Spider-Man 3. And that's Harry Osborn. Or you could also put black Play-Doh on the side of his face when his face gets blown up by a pumpkin bomb in the third Spider-Man movie. But there's some options for Harry Osborn. And since we just did Harry, here's the new Goblin. So the torso is flipped around from one of the Death Star troopers from the little cannon set. So how I built this head is I used the face mask piece from Ninjago from Lloyd, or any ninja, and then put that there, and I used the head from the Scuba Hydra agent from the Hydra agent sets, or the comic Avenger sets, and then this brown spiky hair, and I think it rounds out the face, and regular green arms, black hands, and the legs from Lloyd, and you can also get the face mask from Lloyd as well. And that's the new Goblin. Next we have Aunt May, and she's the same from all 3 Spider-Man movies. and the torso and arms are from a Yondu, and the dark tan legs, tan hands, and the head from the Aunt May figure that came in a bunch of sets of the Spider-Man sets, or it's from the Trolley Witch, and you can see the back of the head, and then there's the hair from the Trolley Witch as well, and that's Aunt May. Next we have Uncle Ben, and I use the head from Han Solo, and there's the nicer face there, and it has that rough look that Uncle Ben has. And hair from Lego City, the torso, arms, and hands from Owen Grady, and the legs are they're just khaki legs from Eric Killmonger, and that's him, Uncle Ben. Sadly, he has passed. Next, we have J. Jonah Jameson, and I use the torso, arms, hands from Professor Lupin from the Hogwarts train set over there. I reviewed that on my channel. Go check it out if you haven't. But there's J. Jonah Jameson, and I use the hair from Doctor Strange from the Doctor Strange movie set, and I use the head from the old J. Jonah Jameson, and I use dark tan legs, and that's how you build J. Jonah Jameson. Next we have Robbie Robertson, and I use the torso, arms, hands, just the torso and arms from Ross from the Friends set, and I use dark gray legs, hands from Finn from Star Wars, the hair from Obi-Wan Kenobi, old Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the head from Don Cheadle's War Machine from the Bricktober pack, or from Avengers Endgame. And that's Robbie Robertson. Next we have Norman Osborn, Harry Osborn's dad, and I use the head from a clone trooper face that looks really good, the hair from Han Solo, the torso, arms, and hands from J. Jonah Jameson from the old 2004 sets, or 2002, and the legs from Emperor Palpatine or Darth Vader. And I think that really looks like Norman Osborn from those early Spider-Man movies. Next we have the Green Goblin, and I use the torso, arms, hands, and legs from the Scorpion Lego minifigure. The headpiece thing is from, what's it called, Ninjago, from one of the seasons of the Ninjago sets, and you lift that up, and there's the angry face from the Hydra agent. You put that on there, and it makes it look like his lenses that the Green Goblin has. And yeah, that's the awesome Green Goblin. Next we have Macho Man Randy Savage, or Bonesaw McGraw. So the arms are from they're just tan arms, black hands, the head, hair, and torso from Series Black, and there's the face flipped around. And yeah, I think that looks really good because you have the open shirt that he had when he fought Spider-Man, and the legs from Emperor Palpatine. And that's how you build Macho Man Randy Savage. Next we have Bruce Campbell, and he appeared in all 3 Spider-Man movies. And I used the torso, arms, and hands from the Penguin Lego minifigure, black legs, the head from, what's his name, Han Solo, but not the same one I used for Uncle Ben, because this one doesn't have the hair. I mean the back face that the other one did. So the black hair is from Lego City, and that's how to build Bruce Campbell. Next we have Bruce Campbell in his wrestling announcer outfit, and I used the torso and arms from C-3PO, black legs, tan hands, the head from Agent Coulson from the Lego Marvel Destroyed Steel Strikes set, and the hair from the dog trainer, and there's the back face of Agent Coulson, and that's how you build Bruce Campbell in Lego form. Next we have Flash Thompson, and how to build him, and I used the hair from Sandman from the Lego Marvel sets, the first version of Sandman, the head and hands from Lex Luthor, the torso flipped around from Leia Organa, and tan, darker tan arms and blue legs, and that's Flash Thompson. Next we have Uncle Ben's killer, or a fake killer, because it turns out to me dun 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 dun. And so how to build the robber that was with Sandman the night of Uncle Ben's killing. So the torso, arms, and hands are from Hawk, from the robber, the robber Hawk from the ATM heist Lego Spider-Man set. The head flipped around is from Star-Lord from Jurassic World, or Star-Lord from the Lego Marvel sets. The hair is from Alfred Pennyworth from the Lego Batman movie sets, and the legs are dark blue legs from just any figure that has dark blue legs. Next we have the Osborn's butler, the one that tells Harry the truth of how the blade that stabbed his father was his own. And the hair is from Mr. Incredible from the Pixar Incredible sets. The head is from Gandalf. Black arms, tan hands, black legs, and the torso is from the guy Chandler from the Friends set. And that, I didn't include him a lot in my other sets, other videos, but he is in the movie, so just wanted to put him in this video. Next we have Mr. Ditkovich, and the one that always complains about the rent, and I used the head from Vulture, from the Spider-Man sets from Homecoming and all that, and the hair is from Captain Stacy from the Lego Spider-Man sets. The torso, arms, hands are from Ron from Harry Potter, and dark brown legs, and that's how I built Mr. Ditkovich. Next we have Ursula Ditkovich, and to build her I use the torso flipped around from Phoebe from the Friends set, as long as with the head too, and I use the hair from Claire Dearing from Jurassic World, and I use the arms and hands from Beach Batman, and dark blue legs, and that's how I built Ursula Ditkovich. Next we have Mr. Aziz, who says, "Whoa!" And I use the head and hands from Ned from the Spider-Man Far From Home little set. and there's his back face. And I used the torso from I Love Legoland, and white arms, the hands from Ned as well, and black pants. Next we have J. Jonah Jameson's astronaut son, John, and I used the hair from Scott Lang, the head from Steve Rogers or Hawkeye, with that face there. And I used this tie, just a regular tie piece, the torso, arms, hands, and legs from the bus driver, or like the driver from the collectible minifigure series. And that's how you build J. Jonah Jameson's son. And next we have Gwen Stacy, and I used the torso from the trolley lady from the Hogwarts train set, and the dark red arms, tan hands, the legs from Wonder Woman from the DCEU sets or BVS. The head and hair are from Black Widow from the 2020 sets. And you take that off and there's her angry face. And there is Gwen Stacy. Next we have Dr. Kurt Connors, and I used the torso, arms, and this hand, and the legs from a guy in a suit from Lego City, and you have to put that tan hand on there, pop that yellow hand off, because he has no hand, and I used the head from Anakin Skywalker, from the Mustafar set, and there's his angry eyes there. And I used the hair from Agent Coulson, the same hair I used for Peter Parker, and that's Dr. Kurt Connors. So next we have Eddie Brock, and I used the torso from the SHIELD agent, dark blue legs, the arms from Ethan Hunt, tan hands, this camera from Jurassic World, that looks nice for an old style camera, the face from the Ghostbusters, Ray Stantz, and there's his cheesy smile, and Thor's hair from Infinity War, Ragnarok, or Endgame, and that's Eddie Brock. And since we just did Eddie Brock, here's Venom, and I used the torso, arms, hands, legs, and head from the regular Venom minifigure from the old Spider-Man sets, from 2012 to 2015. And that's how you build the symbiote or Venom. Next we have Dr. Otto Octavius or Dr. Octopus, and I used the head, torso, and arms and hands from the newer Doc Ock with Flitwick's hair or Ned's hair. And there's his face there. And I used the Outrider attachment piece with the claws. And if you wanted to, for a demonstration, here's Sandman. And you put his arm in there, and he can drag him to his evil lair. And yeah, that's Doc Ock. Oh, and the legs are from Han Solo from Solo's Star Wars story. Next we have regular Dr. Otto Octavius, and I used the torso, arms, and hands from from Harry from Lego Harry Potter, and the hair from Flitwick or Ned, the same hair I used for my Doc Ock variant over there. And so his face is from Han Solo Frozen in Carbonite. You can see that there. And that face works good for Harry Osborn as well. And I like it for Dr. Octopus too. And there's dark blue legs, and that's Otto Octavius. Next we have Sandman, and this is the real Uncle Ben's killer. And the head is from Han Solo, frozen in carbonite. You see that face there? And the hair and torso and arm and hand are from the regular Sandman, from the older figures. And you have to pop on a green arm there and a tan hand there, because it had a sandy arm there, but you just replace it like that, and you have dark brown legs, and that's how you build Sandman from Spider-Man 3. Next we have Sandman, and I use the torso, arms, hands, the leg piece-ish. The head and hair are all from the 2019 Sandman, and there's his face there, and there's the face there, and that's Sandman, and that's the last figure of our showcase, and we're gonna round this video out. And that was my showcase, guys, on the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. All three showcases in one video. The Ultimate Spider-Man Showcase. Well, not the ultimate one yet, but next week on Wednesday, I will be doing the Amazing Spider-Man Custom Minifigure Showcase. So stay tuned for that. And the week after that, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And then the week after that, I'll do the Ultimate Amazing Spider-Man Showcase. And then we'll continue with the Homecoming Showcase. And then the Far From Home Showcase. And then the Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home showcases in one. And next we'll do the every Spider-Man movie in one. It's gonna be insane, guys. Like 7 Spider-Man movies in one showcase. It's gonna be epic. You gotta stay tuned for that. I'm just letting it handle it. And this was my showcase for Showcase Wednesday, you all. And yeah, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Check out my Lego Super Mario video on my channel. My channel is going to be linked below. And yeah, like, subscribe, comment, leave a comment asking me what figures you want to see next, or Lego Mario sets you'd like to see next. And bye, Spider-Man.